Welcome back to Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy, and right now we are going to go over Humbl stock. This is a very highly talked about stock that has been going down in the last couple weeks, and so I want to go over what we saw today in price action, which could be a sign of a reversal. And so right now we're looking at Humbl on the daily time frame. We were up 15%, so it was nice to see some green, but what I really liked on our RSI was that we actually have a double bottom on our RSI right here. So yesterday we were officially oversold. And so just for reference, anytime that Humbl has been oversold, the following day we do have an explosion. So you can see right here, we were oversold. We followed up with a strong day. Same thing yesterday, we were officially oversold on our RSI. We came back and we had a strong day today. So the volume was still relatively low, but I like the fact that we potentially might have seen a double bottom here on our RSI. Overall though, the trajectory for Humbl still is in a bearish downtrend. We are still holding our last line of defense here on this level of support at around 94 cents. And so to see Humbl close above our level of support was actually very nice to see. You guys know I'm going to be holding Humbl stock for a very long time, and so there's a lot of naysayers right now, and it is actually fair to have people question the legitimacy of the business, because without those people you can't really get a good discussion. You don't want people that are just continually being yes men. You want people to give you the opposite perspective of the company. And yes, we have yet to see any revenue come in, so that is obviously a very valid argument to have here on Humbl. When you invest into something, you want to invest into a company that is actually making money and then eventually can make you money. But this company is yet to show any revenue. Are they making revenue? Yes, but they haven't showed any just yet. And so the reason I bring that up is people are complaining about the price being down so much. But let's not forget that this is a startup company. This is not only a startup company, the stock was trading less than a penny a year ago. And so the fact that we are here at 99 cents is not a bad thing. It's actually a crazy bull run. Yes, we've gone through a stock split and we've had a lot of stuff happen in between, but a lot of that stuff that we've seen happen in between is only going to progress Humbl in the future. Another thing that I want to mention is that Humbl is like Brian Foote's baby. He is putting 110% of his energy into this business, and he is not even going to milk money from the business. If he wants to make a business decision, he said he would put up his own shares if need be. And so when you have a guy in charge that doesn't really care about his own money, he cares about the success of his business, this is exactly who you want in charge. There's a lot of CEOs out there that have slimy tendencies that just want to put more money in their own pockets instead of making everybody else around them wealthier. Brian Foote's plan is to create a generational business that lasts the test of time, that continues to innovate, that continues to grow, and continues to capitalize on market trends that we continue to see. The world is moving into a digital economy, and if you believe in a digital economy, Humbl, in my opinion, is the best investment to make. Not only are these guys going to be the head and the pioneer of an NFT atmosphere that's just going to continue to grow, and if people are not believers of the NFT space, I just want to mention things like sporting events. Let's say you have Michael Jordan, the signature flu game where he's laying in the locker room after he wins. You're telling me someone would not buy that picture or that NFT and have that as a digital memory? I disagree with those people that say that's not a thing. When you look at specific moments in time, if you look at certain pictures, if we look at artists on stage, if we look at any sort of significant moment in time, you can convert that into an NFT. And if you can convert that to an NFT, that means there's money to be made. And where is that money going to be made? It's going to be made on Humbl. And that is only one of the streams that these guys are trying to progress. Remember, the stuff that they're working on is far beyond what people even understand right now. So there's going to be a lot of naysayers with Humbl because people don't even understand the vision that Brian Foote has put out, because it's so far beyond people's mental capacity just right now. You're buying a startup that has the potential to reach the moon, and you guys are arguing about prices at 99 cents. If this is getting to a point where you can't handle this price action down, then you should not be an investor in the stock market, because the whole point in finding diamonds in the rough is to be able to hold when they're down, because I don't know any position that I've ever had that goes straight up and then it never comes down. I have always been down before I go up, and so with Humbl, it is no different. This is going to go down. It's had an extraordinary run. Another thing I want to mention is this stock price on zero revenue, so all off of hype, has traded up to $7. And so for looking at a company that's got up there with hype, imagine what this company is going to be able to do once it actually has its revenues rolling in. People actually see the type of numbers that they're bringing in. They continue their innovation, they continue their acquisitions, and they continue furthering this business down the road. So I'm looking at a stock, I'm looking at a company that just started to get going. One thing that I can't wait for in Humbl is when a lot of these bears get transformed into bulls after they start to see what Brian Foote does, because a lot of these bears seem to watch this stock a lot more than people that are bulls, because a lot of people who are bulls know what they're holding, so they don't need to check the day-to-day swings with Humbl because they know what they have is a diamond. Whereas bears are constantly checking the price to get in at the best possible time. Humbl is way ahead of its time right now. People are still slow on the innovation of cryptocurrency, and they are still denying the fact that we are going to enter a digital economy. And so as people are still trying to figure out what that means, Humbl is going to continue to perform, perfect their businesses, perfect their technology to capitalize on this digital economy. So once you're finally accepting of the digital economy, they're going to have a platform that you're going to end up using. And so that's just kind of how I believe Humbl. I'm a big bull, so yes, I am biased because I see the story, I see the vision, and I see the execution that this company can do. And so I'm going to continue to ride with it. And so overall on the RSI, we were oversold, so it was a great time to be buying Humbl. Anytime you can get a stock under a 30 RSI, it is oversold. So that means that at that point in time, chances are you are going to make money from that investment. But for investment purposes, this was an amazing opportunity to be getting a long position, because if you missed out on the early run here in Humbl, now's your time to make back whatever you missed before. So yes, this was a spectacular run here. A lot of people are holding from this point, but just remember, this is a startup company that is going to be a lot higher years down the road. You just have to have the patience to hold this stock, and you have to maintain that conviction that you want to hold this stock. And so I'm here for you guys to let you guys know that this company is not going anywhere. Every day that you are questioning this company, they're behind the scenes working their butts off to try to make it better and do whatever they can to progress the company. And overall, I just wanted to make a quick little video on Humbl. We had a strong day to close out the week. The S&P had a very nice bounce off its 50 SMA, and so I do think a lot of the bleeding that we saw for the last couple months was a great opportunity to be buying the dip. I think the next couple months are going to be very nice here for the stock market. Very excited to see what happens here, because a lot of the stocks that we've been watching have been in the oversold range, and so it is time now to see the other side. So stocks go up and stocks go down. We've seen them go down for a while now, so it's time for them to start going up. And so if you're buying Humbl now, congratulations, because I love this stock. And so if you're with Humbl, I'm with you. And so if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like. We are on the road to 10K subs, so if you made it to this point, feel free to hit that subscription button. This is Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.